Okay, hello. I didn't plan to make a second video about this. I had only made the first one just to share with people who were asking about how Fanhome's Legend of Batman collection looked. And then some things happened, and then some more interesting things happened today. So here is a video after all. So about the time I should have received the second box, the second volume, instead I received an email saying that they were out of stock, which I thought was kind of alarming because, you know, they just started. So it could be a good sign if you're an optimist. You know, they had more interest than expected, or it could be a bad sign that they're mismanaging. And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I also want to see them succeed because there are so many really neat ranges of books. I mean, last time I showed off the Eagle Mouse Star Trek collection that I managed to collect during the pandemic, which is, you know, British only. It was expensive to gather it all. Well, not British only, but not available in the US traditionally. So I would love to see some of those other books. There's a Judge Dredd collection that's really cool. I don't expect to ever come out here, but there are other Marvel and DC collections I'd love to see make the jump to the United States. So I sent them an email saying, hey, I'm rooting for you, basically. I'm in it till this ends, but it feels like you might be screwing up. Please don't screw up. It was just, you know, a letter from a subscriber as a fan, hoping that they would either explain or just so they knew there was somebody out there cheering for them, even if it was a criticism. I received an automated reply that didn't particularly thrill me, but I did get the box when they had them back in stock. And so I want to show you what that came with. There's a twist coming. So the first thing was this, which is more or less an advertisement for the line. I thought it was a poster at first, but no, it's not. It's what you see here. And then some gifts you get depending on you know, how long you're with the subscription. And then it came with 2 volumes. So it came with Batman and Son, which I've never read. There's sort of a DC / Marvel black hole in my comic reading knowledge. So I know the Grant Morrison run is supposed to be spectacular, but I've never read this. So I don't know if this is the full run, or what you would consider the full run. It says it's volume 6, well, issue 655 through 658, and then 663 through 665. And it's the 65th book in the collection. So even though it arrived with the second set, it's going to be waiting for quite a few volumes to fill up the space between. So that's kind of optimistic. At least they're planning ahead. So that's one thing that it came. And then it also came with the second volume. So this is the second chronological volume. I'll sit right next to the other. We get more of the picture on the spine this way, which is neat. And this continues 0 year. So this has 0 year, well, Batman number 27 and 29 through 33. 28's missing, but not really. This is the 0 year trade. And you see here, blurry. 28's not in this either. 28 is in Graveyard Shift. Blurry again, great. Super. Okay, so for whatever reason, it was always put aside. Ugly labels on those. I never clean them up. I'll clean them up when I read them. Anyway, so this finishes up 0 year, which is a spectacular story if you haven't read it. I'm looking forward to Batman and Son. And here's the twist. So I think my email probably reached some higher up because they sent the 2 volumes, right? And maybe everyone gets the 2 volumes. I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm saying because they sent the 2 volumes. And then they sent the 2 volumes. And then they sent the 2 volumes. Here's that stuff too. So they sent me 3 copies of each. 3 different boxes, identical boxes. I was thinking maybe they had sent those exclusive gifts earlier, You know, I was expecting like the tin or the mug, you know, something else, some other explanation for what was in these boxes. And yeah, so I don't know what to do with these, because I can't imagine anybody would want them, because if you subscribe, you're gonna get these. They're gonna send the same 3 to you to start with. So yeah, I've got these extra copies. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna get in touch with Fanhome and say, hey, what do you want me to do with these? I don't imagine that they'd want to spend the money to have them sent back. I don't really want to be charged 3 times. I mean, I didn't ask for this, but I do have these. So yeah, so be careful about sending them messages, because they'll drown you in copies you don't need. So aside from the doubling and tripling, I still really like the series. I still think it's a great way to collect the series. Yeah, I thought this was funny and wanted to share. So good luck out there.